It is the year of the fire horse, and it really feels like that. The Chinese New Year is the beginning of spring. It is a spring festival holiday. I'm actually gonna go to Quanzhou in Fujian tomorrow. It's down south, and in that region it is very much, it's more traditional than I think Shanghai, definitely, in terms of the practice of Buddhism. So there's a lot of different rituals, a lot of different ceremonies being conducted in order to bring prosperity and safety and health into the household, in order to get New Year blessings, but also to summon away the demons. I've had such a nice time in Shanghai for Chinese New Year, but it is quite chill and quiet, and I'm ready to party and celebrate. But I just wanted to do a little bit of an introductory video and just wish everybody a happy Chinese New Year, because I'm so grateful to be able to live another year on this planet. And I learned so much in the year of the snake, which was all about shedding, and I think we all did. We kind of saw the mask, the face of US imperialism reveal itself. The mask dropped, layer of deception kind of has been shedding. And I think as we understand the truth and as we connect those dots, it's important to stick together, and it's important to seek the alternatives instead of just panic in the disarray and the chaos and the unknowing. So the US is not the whole world, and there are things going on outside of the US that are seeking an alternative to US hegemony and US imperialism, and I think China is one of those places. Yeah, Happy New Year, everybody. Mwah! Good morning, guys. I'm in the beautiful Quanzhou and I'm biking to the women's fishing village now. You can see I'm by the water and there's a bunch of boats over here. Xunpu village in Quanzhou holds the legacy of the Xunpu fishing women, who adorn very distinctive attires. Beautiful freshly picked flower crowns and garments ideal for fishing. This village was located on the Maritime Silk Road, and so there are elements of Global South influence in their cultures. Oyster shells from East Africa adorn their houses, and the flowers on their crowns, jasmine and magnolia, were planted in Quanzhou by Arab merchants and their families who came across the seas. They're shucking freshly caught oysters. Xunpu women's culture has become extremely famous over the past few years, with people traveling far and wide to learn about their stories and dress up in their garments. Okay, so you can see like hundreds and hundreds of women dressing up in the local Quanzhou Xunpu attire, as so. And I love that their boyfriends and husbands are literally just sitting around, just waiting for them to be done. I really feel like all over China that I've been to, women are the main characters and men are kind of just there. I mean, the women here are just amazing. And I'm learning about the significance of the flower crowns, which everyone is indulging in and enjoying. But it symbolizes finding the beauty in the mundane of every life and connecting with the nature that surrounds you, especially in these fishing towns. So I'm getting my hair done, and this lady is saying that it's way more meaningful to dress as the local fishing ladies do than like of the royalty, etc.
来这边玩，可是人家就是不喜欢这个，要穿那种。
哦，是吗？
是啊，
我就是在找这个比较本地的一点。
本地的才有特色。这个吗？这个要吗？啊？
可以吗？
啊？
I'm a baddie, 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 pretty leather, risky baddie, 뭐든 뜻대로 돼라지, catch me if you can. 좀 baddie, 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 나는 없어 거기 이미.
哇，好美啊！
谢谢谢谢。
这个要吗？
哦，甜的。
甜的，要吗？要自己拿，没事。
谢谢谢谢谢
这边还有，
谢谢。Are we baddies or what?
We've literally been stopping people in their tracks with our woman, working class, fisherwoman look.
Yeah, look at the back. Give us
Look at the ladies behind us looking at us. I don't know if you can see them, but they're...
We're turning heads, guys. We're actually turning heads right now. It's
like
insane.
legit.
We're walking along the glistening coast. There's people so committed to the photo. The Xunpu women are speaking their dialect, the Minnan, South Fujian language, which is also spoken in Taiwan. They also never practiced foot binding because of the work women participated in, which was mainly working on muddy tidal flats, carrying fish, and managing coastal chores. Beautiful outfits are the
Is
ones
that
of the working class women.
whose labor built the industry of the beautiful hairdressers we see upon our heads?
This is a shout out to all the fishing ladies who are trendsetters, who are making meals for us, and who are also putting flowers in our hair.
She really was the most lovely, lovely lady and gave us everything we needed spiritually.
Yes, she really was. As we went back to the women to return our flower crowns, we were invited to drink tea together by the golden glow of sunset. This was easily my favorite part of the day because they welcomed us in like family, generously showering us in snacks and sharing their local town gossip. Oh, 我不要离开你们，拜拜拜拜，新年快乐。You're in a traffic jam, but all the villagers are helping to move the bike. 不用。It was a really wholesome and cute moment, actually, of community. 你好，哎，新年快乐。Quanzhou used to be known as Zayton to Arab and Persian traders, and the history of the maritime trade is well documented and preserved in Quanzhou. Key exports were silk, porcelain, and tea, and the key imports were spices, incense, and pearls. Mosques and tombs have been preserved all over Quanzhou, and it was amazing to see this historic relationship and how it is honored today. So guys, if you remember, I was with the Xunpu women yesterday, and they were wearing these floral headpieces, and here you can see the headscarves, which we also saw yesterday with women selling their fish or their local produce. So you can see how the Persian and Arabic culture has really fused itself into Quanzhou's local culture, especially with the working class people. Okay, so now we're at our next stop, which is a place of worship for people who practice Islam and who did historically in the time of the Maritime Silk Road. So you can see it right here. We're about to enter, and it is actually also a place of the Islamic tomb. So I don't know how much I'm actually going to record here, but I just wanted to show you that these landmarks are very much alive and standing and also preserved. It is part of Quanzhou's history, and I think it's really important to document these things. Quanzhou Islamic Culture Exhibit, and there's Arabic translations all over the place because the Moroccan government donated for these translations to be possible. Literally hundreds and hundreds of people coming to this maritime museum in Quanzhou, which I think is just such a Chinese phenomenon, for it to be a holiday or a weekend, and these museums to almost be like packed concerts, like always just booked up. So we're just driving through this local market right now. It's so bustling and fun. And then you see more of the Xunpu women wearing the flowers in their hair. So I told you, it's not a special occasion, it's like an everyday part of the attire. I'm gonna follow the sounds of the firecrackers because I'm hearing a lot, and I'm also seeing a lot of people, like a lot of people. So let's go see what's happening around here. Look how many people there are. I love firecrackers, man. Like, just makes me feel something. Because it's all about like chasing away the evil spirits and protection. I need protection. Most people in Quanzhou are rooted in Buddhism and worshipping sea gods, such as Ma-zhu. Seeing all these local people coming to pray at the temples was incredible, and a reflection of how these powerful traditions continue on. Guys, this is like really, really incredible. A lot of locals are here praying, and it just goes to show the traditions that are passed down in these regions and how strong they are in spirit today.
Like, going around in the architecture is something kind of familiar. Obviously, the actual flora is very similar, where we're seeing a mango tree and frangipania, bougainvillea. That's very, for me, Mozambique. which was one of my countries, but also very South Africa, and not necessarily this canal or anything, but even just like looking down there, I'm like, I know this street in Maputo. Like, I know it. It exists. So, you know, the thing about materialism and how it creates a basis of certain similarities in culture. The similar environment means that we tried to create, you know, buildings in a similar way, according to the temperature, etc. So I definitely feel the home vibes. And of course, it's not in a romantic way in the sense that we also have dilapidated housing and we're still struggling. The difference is here, people have a higher standard of living, etc. So you can manage if your kind of circumstances aren't fancy or Western fancy, Western cozy. But I don't know, it just feels, for me, homey.
Aww. I'm really loving this local area. It's been really nice because obviously like Chinese New Year travel is really hectic. Like everyone around China just wants to see different parts of China. So there's people, firecrackers. We're about to go to a parade, a cultural parade. It's actually the Maritime Parade, which is very fitting because today we saw a bunch of maritime history, especially with the Arabic and Persian merchants. So to see it be honored still today as a huge part of Quanzhou culture, merging with the local Hui'an culture, it's really, really special. So.
White lady in the Silk Road.
The Xunpu ladies! Let's go! Guys, this is so amazing and so fun. I'm actually obsessed. I love it! I love it! We came across this concert. Every little corner has its own original lantern, and I have a suspicion they're made by local people, and they tell the story of a local element of Quanzhou culture. Okay, so I'm now at this spot that is like especially made to put fireworks, and apparently at night it gets super crazy. There's a lot of firework remnants on the ground, but it's sunset and people are gathering to light some fireworks. How fun! We just talked to this girl who was super helpful, and she offered to connect me with someone who could sell me fireworks and deliver them to my hand. It's just so crazy. It's just so Chinese to do that. But I think I'm gonna buy some fireworks because fireworks are good for warding off evil spirits, and why not, right? Guys, I'm in a village in Hui'an in Quanzhou. I'm still in Quanzhou, but I'm checking out the Hui'an women, which is another group of fishing women in Quanzhou, and they dress significantly differently. They have headscarves to protect themselves from sand, and they also have fishing hats. So you can see in front of me an example of some of the ladies. And this is their everyday attire, like very colorful, full of patterns, very vibrant. Some of them are selling fresh oysters. But this is the vibe right now of the town. Guys, what the heck? I'm at the most beautiful place right now. I did not expect to see this scenery today. That is the city right there. Wow. I really want to go and explore that area. Guys, I have my new bandana and I'm at the beach. I really did not expect to come to the beach during this trip, but if you see what I see, look at that. That's a beautiful, pristine beach. And that town over there is so cute. Guys, I'm so happy. I'm on the sand. Wow. It's so clear. Oh. Oh. So we are at our next destination. We're in Fuzhou, which is actually not in Quanzhou anymore. It's next to Quanzhou. We've gone on an adventure already, so you must be thinking, how do they have even more time and energy to do this? I don't know, but right now we're going on this like deity procession, which is a huge part of Fujian culture, and this is a very famous region for that. And during the new year they have like huge ceremonies, so it's always a good sign that you're going to the right place when in front of you is like hundreds of people getting to the same place. Like, we're basically already in a procession, but yeah, we're all heading to the same deity procession, so I'm gonna guess that it's gonna be huge. So I want to see for myself how Fujian, you know, worships their ancestors and celebrates the new year. Guys, look at this.
Deity processions are grand folk festivals and communal parades, where local protective gods are carried out of temples by the villagers to tour their territories, bless the people, and drive away evil. Rooted in Minnan folk religion, they blend Buddhism, Taoism, and Minnan shamanism.
All the streets are full, all the villagers are out, waiting for the procession to come through and bless their homes.
What impressed me the most was the level of organization of these parades. There were local villagers who did crowd control and were passing out snacks and drinks to the attendees, as well as the people in the deity outfits. Local people were handing out free water and snacks to everyone, and people from villages would sit outside their houses and watch.
Oh, look at all the waters! It's all free! It's all free! Wow. Every household is being blessed by the parade. That's why there's firecrackers at the doorway of every door to bless every single family.
Most of the people inside the costumes are young men who are trained from a very young age how to participate in these processions, each playing their own roles. Each generation continues to pass these beliefs down and even get support and backing from their local governments to do so.
The level of community organization is amazing.
With all the fireworks and firecrackers in the air, it would have been easy for things to descend into chaos. But there was a mutual respect for each other and assurance that we would keep each other safe while celebrating.
The scale of this parade.
These processions last for hours as the deities circle the entire village to then return to the main community center, which lies in the heart of the village for the final celebration.
Okay, the procession's coming back. We're at this spot. We can hear them. We can't see them.
This celebration and time in Quanzhou allowed me to see how a collective society works, how traditions get passed down, and how people take care of each other on a huge scale. People are feeding each other, making sure they are safe and well, and adjusting the huge and heavy costumes when necessary. It was amazing.
你好 Hello, hello. Hello. Setting up the shrine. The roof of the building, like people on the roof are setting fireworks.
From the fishing women to the preservation and celebration of the Maritime Silk Road history, the multiculturalism of fellow Global South countries, the extremely well-organized parades, I saw how the collective spirit is embedded in the culture and customs in Quanzhou, how people honor the philosophy that life is worth celebrating collectively. It isn't just about one person or family gaining prosperity, it's about collective prosperity, everybody thriving together.
That was the best New Year's ever. And last year was amazing, but this year, the energy, you know, like fireworks all night, firecrackers all night, deities, parades, processions, running. I love Fujian so much, and I'm so grateful I got to spend Chinese New Year here. I really feel protected. I really feel like the deities are with us.
As well as the actual organizational culture of the Chinese people at mass scale.
Exactly. They go hand in hand, let's not forget that. And so we're gonna end our journey on this note. Happy New Year, everyone.